Well, there's what we're needing. Starting to pull some crops out of the fields. Unfortunately, most of them are harvesting the grain, so the ground's pretty beat up. The beans are getting closer. Of course, they'll be next, as we're still pretty early in this harvest. That'll all have to be worked up, and then it has to rain on it before you can find anything. So we're a little ways out yet, but it's starting to happen. Middle of September. So we're going to go on down here to the creek and make a short hunt again. But we're getting closer to be able to diversify and do some different kinds of stuff. I'm looking forward to it. This is Hickbilly Outdoors with D.W. Birds. Be right back. So I'm here at the creek. I did a couple videos ago. I found several really cool pieces. Nothing fantastic, but it's all fantastic to me. It's just cool as heck. And I keep saying I hadn't planned on these. I've only had one planned trip since I started doing this video, where I was going to make plans the day before to go on a hunt. It's hot, and I'm being a whining butt. It's 85 degrees, which is not hot. I get it. It's been hotter. But it's the middle of September, and I'm kind of ready for a change. Wet water's dropped a bunch since, what, 3 or 4 days ago. The change of seasons is always, you know, good and sad. I'm ready for some 50 and 60 degree days. Not ready for cold weather, of course. Nobody wants cold. Nobody wants hot. We all want it perfect. But I'm ready to think about doing some hunting and some things. And of course, I'm going to keep on artifact hunting no matter what. And look at those coyote tracks. Yeah, I'm ready for some of that too. Okay, I may feel foolish, but I just now did a commentary standing right there. I stepped in the water. And I think, boy, it sure looks like something. Is that picking that up? It's hard to tell with the light out here like this. Where am I at? There it is. That sure looks like something. I'm not going to threaten to eat it. That was way too popular with y'all. Y'all are not. So, like I say, it sure looks like something right there. Let's have a look-see. Boy, maybe not. Nope. It's got a notch, but nope, that's nothing. And guys, I'm seeing, that's how I've went this far. And there's flakes, there's pieces, there's debitage, we call it. I like using those big, fancy French words, but I'm going to shut it back off. I had to do that. I thought I had me a little notch sandy or something there. You know, it's going to be a good time for a teaching segment. I'm going to preach a lot on getting permission. I'm just a huge believer in no trespassing. Been hit on, whacked on, beat on. Look at that pretty rock. That's probably one of my secrets that you don't want to talk about. Not a secret. It's common sense when it comes to getting permission. First off, you're going to have to ask a lot of people. Sometimes, though, you get permission from one place, one family, one landowner, and that leads into permission for others. But you got to do your part. If a gate's open, fine. But I would ask. If a gate's closed, you close it behind you. You don't take extra people in without permission. Just because a guy gives you permission does not mean you have permission to take Uncle Frank and Aunt Elda. And it's one of the quickest ways to make a landowner angry. But as far as getting the permission to start with, I would suggest, if you really want to do it well, is to get some cards printed up with your name, contact number, and maybe a quick little something about you. My trapping cards, I put Genesis 1:16 on them. I'm not trying to say I'm a big religious person, even though, of course, whatever. But it tells people something about me. Genesis 1:16 tells them that I believe I have the right given to me by a higher power to get out in those creeks and see what I'm talking about here? That's all I do is, there's a flake. I pick up stuff every few feet. You guys don't get to see all this action. Anyway, I would have some cards printed up. You can have as few as 200, or even maybe 100 for some places, I don't know. I do 500. They last about forever. Now, the ones I have now, my trapping cards, still have a cell phone number on them. I haven't had a cell phone in 7, 8 years. It's okay. I write other numbers on the back of it, whatever. I think some of the landowners appreciate you don't have a cell phone. That shows you almost being a human being. I'm a woolly booger. I got the hair, I got the beard. It's just what I am. I'm not going to change that to get permission. But look presentable. You go to a door to knock on, you walk up to a farmer working on a tractor. Take your sunglasses off. Look him in the eye. Shake his hand if he wants. I always shake hands. The world's got really weird on handshaking, but I shake hands. Be a professional, even though we're not really doing a professional thing. You see a landowner, he's upside down on his back, working on a tractor, don't bother him. Pretty common sense stuff. Be prepared to be told no. Have a concise answer to when he says, what do you really want to do? What is your goals? Tell him you will not cross property lines. You will not leave gates open. Frickin' leaf. To me, it's a no-brainer. I've done it my whole life. Hunting, fishing, trapping, artifact hunting. Just be polite, expect to be told no, expect some people to be rude, some people not so much. But by giving them that card, first thing, I have been asked or told later I can do things. I've set a precedent for myself that maybe I'm the real deal. Do not pack extra people with you. If you're going to be hunting with somebody regular, make them go with you the first time you get permission. Introduce yourselves, contact numbers. There you go. Be prepared to be told no, and praise the Lord when you're told yes. There's a tip. I'm still hunting. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Do I feel it? Wow. What the heck? It's not an artifact. It's just a big old flake. Big old chunk. It's bigger than I thought. Nope, just pretty rock. Been hit on. That's been knocked off of something years ago by something else. But man, ain't that pretty? Can you all see how pretty that is? Oh well. Okay, back to hunting. I had to show you all this. It's nothing to do with an artifact. Is that not cool? A lot of weird lithics we have that I can't tell if that got stuck on there over the, no, it's actually part of the rock. That's just weird. Got a couple eyeballs on it. Sorry to bore you, I just thought that was cool. So I just got another point to make. I just realized I just picked up a little flake. I already put it in my pocket. It's just a flake. Been worked on, something worth keeping. And I realized why I'm trying to show you people pieces that have been worked on, but aren't actually points or arrowheads or even working tools. I keep saying it's to let you know you're in the right area, yes, but it's also to keep your confidence up. I've been hunting an hour and have found nothing that's even remotely nice or whatever. Tons of flakes, debitage, hit on pieces of rock. So that's why I'm showing you so much, because when you learn what these things look like, if they're not all points, that maybe your confidence stays up. When your confidence stays up, you look harder. Fair enough. It just dawned on me that's what I really mean. I'm not trying to show off a bunch of junk. I'm trying to help you guys. So I'm not done. Hell, I may have barely just begun. I don't know. So it's been kind of horrible so far, except for the fact that I'm arrowhead hunting. I ain't finding much, pieces and chunks. So I thought I'd try to share with y'all another tip. You see that bar, that point that comes down here? Not every time, not even close, but so many times over the years, I have found artifacts on the ends of those points, wherever that may be. This one obviously goes almost all the way across. Especially when they're a little bit steeper than that, where they kind of fall off in a couple foot of water. Don't know why. I don't know if it's specific density, if it's a specific gravity, it's a hydrodynamic thing that tends to drop stuff there. But I'm telling you, enough times over the years I have found points on the end of those points. What? Huh? Anyway, I found artifacts on the ends of those points, bars, islands, where they fall off into the water. Use a little steeper net. I'm still going to look at that one real quick. But just something to think about, because the point hunting today ain't working very well. But I'm having a good time, burning up, wading in this nice water. There you go, something else to think about. Again, it's pretty much a nothing, but boy, look at the flakes drawn off of that. I don't know if it was trying to, who knows. It was cupped on this side, so it was never really going to be anything. They sure drew some big old flakes off of it though. Still looking. Again, look at that cool thing. I don't know what the heck made that happen. It's a pretty rock. I didn't even try doing in situ. I can see this thing right away. It's just cool and weird, and obviously an artifact. It's a unifaced. Been hit on. I don't know. I keep forgetting about the focus on this thing. Sorry about that. See if that's good enough. Hit on all the way around. I don't know whatever it was used for. But the uniface is flat on the side. But can you see? They also napped the underside. You see that? So that is actually a cool, very neat piece. It's been worked all the way around. It's kind of ugly. Made use of what they could, but I just think that's awesome. That one's definitely a keeper. Some pretty nice rock actually underneath that beautiful exterior. So hope you guys are seeing that. Cool. I'm a long ways from the truck. Well, I'm about as far as I went the other day on this creek, but look at that edge. Use like a knife, whatever. So there you are. That was something. It was laying around on top of this dozed up rock. There's another piece right there. It's been hit on. I'm finding lots of chunks and chips. There's another one right there. Right there. But yeah, that piece there, that's just cool. It's not an arrowhead, but whatever. There's another one of them really cool. If I had a way to take those back, those would be so good in the rock garden. But look at that. A completely different kind of a nodule is planted on top of that and digging into the other rock. That's just cool. That's part of the fun of it. There's a gorgeous broken whatever. I don't know if y'all can see that good enough. In another video y'all haven't seen yet, I haven't done it yet, I shot yesterday, I got into a field of debitage and chips and chunks and flakes like I said I'd never been in years. And I'm in the same thing here. This last few minutes has been just crazy for the amount of pieces, parts, and flakes. It's really amazing. And there just ain't enough years in a person's life to hunt all this stuff, because it's been over an hour since I said I was starving to death. I'm nuts. But man, that's just a real pretty, it's bifaced, just really nice. It's just whatever it was, big old flake. So I'm trying to get done here. Well, I know it's not a great hunt, but any hunt's better than no hunt at all. I think I showed that one. Pretty cool, all beat around. Pretty, got a lot of green in it, not just on it. It's kind of cool. I didn't show this one. Big old stacks taken off of it. Worked around the edges some, but pretty much that's just a spent core. They dug pretty deep on it trying to get stuff off of it. Here's one almost as ugly as that other one. No, it's uglier. Same thing. Uniface. Beat on all the way around the edges. Don't know why or what they was thinking, but definitely napped on every which way. Piece of real old glass. I keep that old glass like that. See how it's napped? That's nature napped. Everything touches glass leaves a flake like that. It's kind of concave. I may try to make a point out of that. That old glass has lead in it. It really naps well. And of course, then this one again was, as far as I'm concerned, my find. I know it's not much, but it's been bifaced on the ends. Been worked all the way around to turtleback nodule. Just cool. Look at them. I don't know if this camera, it's so hard to tell if this camera's gonna focus or not. But anyway, that's it. That's where we're at. Thanks a lot for watching, y'all. We're trying. If you like what I'm doing, let me know. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you want to see something else. It'll get better. The creek hunting's the hardest thing we do. We'll have some weather changes, crop changes. We'll be able to get out in the fields maybe a little bit, and also we may do some digging for y'all before it's all done. We're going to try some things. So there you are. I'm Dale Verts. It's Hickbilly Outdoors. I'm glad you guys tuned in. If you like what we're doing, subscribe maybe too. Maybe help me out. See y'all later. Peace. God bless.